Welcome everybody to Extreme Power No Handling, and today we're dealing with a 2015 Audi S1. Now this has 865 horsepower, 608 pounds-feet of torque from a twin turbocharged V6 engine, and the car itself weighs 3,025 pounds. It's got all-wheel drive, it can do 0 to 60 in 2.920 seconds, 0 to 100 in 5.329 seconds, and going to a top speed of 233 miles an hour. So yeah, like a lot like the Ford Focus RS, which went straight to the top of the leaderboard in the previous episode. This is obviously an all-wheel drive hot hatchback, quite modern as well. And yeah, even though this does have a hell of a lot of power less than that Ford Focus, 190 horsepower less, it does at least have less in the way of weight by around 400 pounds. But the handling in this car isn't as good as that Ford in stock form, so I'm not got too high hopes that it will be able to be that Ford Focus. But if it comes around the same time as the Volkswagen Golf R, which was our first modern all-wheel drive hot hatchback, then I will be at least happy with that. But if it can come even higher, then great, especially if it can beat the likes of those SUVs that have long reigned in the top 10. So yeah, let's get out there and see what it can do. One thing I do hope this Audi has over the Ford is better brakes, because the Ford surprisingly had quite weak brakes in certain areas of this track, limiting the time that we could get with that car. Now obviously it still beat the Maserati Ghibli, but it could have gone even higher had those brakes been a little bit better in terms of performance. So hopefully the brakes on this aren't as bad as that. It shouldn't be if it's got with the lack of weight that it has and the fact it's not dealing with as much power going through those front wheels. But under steam may well still be a problem because it does have a much bigger engine than it did originally. Well, oversteer is something I was not expecting. That does have at least decent acceleration. Oh dear. Might well be in part down to me, but maybe we have another modern hot hatchback that doesn't have capable enough brakes. We'll see as these laps progress. First lap usually does have a mistake in it anyway, so no change there. The oversteer is something I wasn't expecting. Despite a few mistakes, that's still a solid first lap time at 1 minute 26.602. We get hammerhead down to a T this time round. Much better. There is some understeer, but not as dramatic as we've seen before in other all-wheel drive vehicles. More oversteer that is an issue at times. And that is a pretty big improvement there at 1 minute 23.599 seconds. No idea what happened there. Well, that was completely on my head, that was. Just trying to go for the wide line through the follow through. Did not work out whatsoever. It's the first time we've crashed there, that's for sure. Right, let's try and get some improvement this time round. Very nearly came to beating our best lap there, but unfortunately we did not. Seems that this car is a little bit too unpredictable at times to get a consistent array of lap times. Well, that was a big improvement to the end there at 1 minute 22.462 seconds. Not fast enough to beat the Ford Focus or the Maserati Ghibli, but he does go straight into third place, beating the Peugeot 205 Turbo by nearly 0.4 of a second, and as well as that, the Maserati Levante S, the Porsche Cayenne Turbo, and the Audi Sport Quattro. So yeah, a little bit troublesome. Not the most consistent vehicle that we've had around on this series, because yeah, the brakes weren't as bad as the Ford Focus, but still had their problems. But it's more the understeer and oversteer that had some issues going for it at times. And yeah, the all-wheel drive system did seem to struggle with the power going through corners that were quite quick as well. It would, for whatever reason, you know, limit the amount of power we were getting, and therefore limit the amount of speed we were able to get going. But nonetheless, it's still putting a solid time, even if it isn't all that consistent. And yeah, has beaten the classic Audi Sport Quattro to become our fastest Audi on this series so far. And yeah, next episode will most likely be the Mercedes A45 AMG, since that is another modern all-wheel drive vehicle that we've got on this game to go with. Not all that many more to choose from outside of that, but I will try them out nonetheless, most likely. So yeah, look out for that Mercedes. It might well prove to be a bit of a surprise, especially since it has more power than this Audi when I've upgraded it, but it does also have more weight, so it could go either way. Nonetheless, thanks for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Bye.